Hi, viewers. It's another interview with a very lovely Melissa Schollaert. She has been a regular expert on NBC, ABC, Good Day Live, ESPN Radio, featured on numerous summits and podcasts. Melissa is a holistic health and nutritional counselor, and she's the founder of Real Nutritious Living. And you're on the ground teaching classes even now. That's amazing.
Yes. Hi. Yeah, I don't want to give that up. You have to, it's so fun to just get out and have that sense of community. It's so easy to hide behind a screen. So I love getting out and meeting people in real time. It's awesome.
I do too. And there's really a sense of staying connected to what's actually happening. So what's really happening on a ground level, I think it's a great way to stay tuned in. And so I really appreciate that you still use that in your practice.
Oh, thank you.
Mm.
You appreciate it. It's always nice to be appreciated. Well, thank you so much for having me on your awesome summit.
Yeah, thanks for being here. And the other thing that I love about you is that your whole greatest ambition is that you help people live a healthier life, that they get to achieve their health goals and attain the healthiest, happiest life. Like, who doesn't want that, right? Who doesn't want that?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, so many people, I think that this feeling of feeling great is for somebody else. I have people all the time who come to my practice and they've just been dealing with feeling lousy or acne or the weight, whatever it is, for so long that they feel stuck in that place. And I actually became ill about 10 years ago, and it was weird. I was still in my 20s, and I thought, oh my gosh, what's happening to me? And I kind of wondered if I was going to ever get out of it. And it really, after being in that hole and dealing with that struggle and spending all the time rebuilding my health, I just knew that happened to me so that hopefully I could prevent that from happening to other people and help bring other people out of that dark place that I was in when I was feeling awful.
Yeah, it's so hard sometimes to get out of that dark place when we're not feeling good, we're not looking good, and whatever's happening on the inside is showing up on the outside. And one of the reasons I put this together is because I really truly believe, and I know that you're in the same mindset, that we all have divine beauty within us, right? And that we get to take care of this body that we live in so that we can radiate that from the inside out. And that's one of the reasons I knew that I wanted to have you on this show, is because you speak to so many different modalities, so many different ways to have this radiant beauty. And I must say, you're radiant even now. I see it in your face and the screen, and it's so lovely to see. And I know that you combine so many things, from nutrition to safe skincare and how to access all of these. And so I would love to know, what are you most passionate about right now? So I get that you have a lot going on, but for 2018, what are you excited about?
Yeah, well, I've been on this path for a while and teaching people about healthier eating. Real Nutritious Living, my whole concept behind naming my business, that was just keeping it real. Sometimes I think we feel like we have to go to the land of Narnia and get the unicorn urine and the blah, blah, blah. And it can feel really complex, and I really wanted to break it down and keep it real for people. But as I've been doing that work for a while, it's sort of transitioned into this also bringing in non-toxic living. I dealt with all these health issues, and I realized there's a lot of issues with a lot of the products that we're using as women. So we've got people eating organic, taking really good care from a nutrition perspective, but then they're putting toxic chemicals on their body every single day. And I just really want to spread the message about that. We haven't had a regulatory law in the United States since 1937. So I think there's only, I don't want to get this statistic wrong, I want to say 33 ingredients, maybe it's 39 now, that are banned from being used in our personal care products and makeup. And that's a really staggering and scary number. We have data showing that 95% of lipstick actually tests positive for lead, and that's out of UC Berkeley. That's a recent study, and we would never paint our houses with lead paint, right? But we lip products on that we're licking all day that have toxic metals in them. And that's just really debilitating and scary. We know that there's a loophole. So I've gotten, really into looking at the safety, especially of makeup. I think that we're really lucky now because we have access to lots of clean and awesome food. 10 years ago when I started eating holistic and organic, it was like really hard to find if you needed, something quick for, say, an airplane ride or something. It was hard, but now we have access to that. And people are kind of waking up to the fact that what we're putting on our skin really matters too. And we have a lot of awesome companies that are coming out and doing a lot of really cool organic skincare and things like that. But what I'm particularly troubled about is our makeup, because there's not very many makeup companies that are actually testing also for heavy metals like the lead. There's a loophole that companies get around with regard to mercury. If it's around the eye, I believe you can have like 65 parts per million of mercury is allowable. So in our mascara tests really high for mercury. So these things are really, really dangerous, especially for development. So if you're pregnant and things like that. And it's really important to me to just get the word out, like, this is what's going on. And not only this is what's going on, but what can we do, right? Wow. So it's not hopeless by any stretch, just our food, right? We can sit and be all doom and gloom about food, and it can be a doom and gloom subject, but what can we do? We do what we can, right? You know better, you do better. So there's a couple little tips I do want to give people listening to, and one of them is the Environmental Working Group provides this awesome app that you can just download onto your cell phone. It's called the Healthy Living app. It's totally free. And when you go and you're out shopping, or if you're maybe shopping online or something like that, you can either scan a product or you can search a product, and it'll just give you kind of a red light, yellow light, green light. And if it's green light, it's safe. You can use it and you don't have to worry at all. So that's like one big tip that I would give the listeners, is just start scanning around in your products, because this stuff's really important to building our best health. I can't tell you how many people come to me, they start cleaning up their products, and they start losing the weight. Their skin looks better. Their acne goes away. They just feel better. So it's this really important part of our health that people are missing. And then the other thing I would say to do besides the Healthy Living app, because the heavy metals in our makeup are a little bit tricky. So one of two things: ask, if you think your makeup is safe, ask the producer of that makeup, do you have a dedicated heavy metal testing policy? Find out if they do and what it is. If not, my best suggestion, the only company that I know, I've partnered with this company for a few different reasons. It's a mission-based company. They're working to bring more safe, protective healthcare laws to the public so that hopefully someday we can all walk into any store and pick up any item and know it's safe. But Beauty Counter actually is an awesome safe skincare company, and they test every single batch of makeup 3 times. It's third-party tested for heavy metals before it goes to market. So if you're feeling a little nervous about your makeup, look into Beauty Counter. It's a wonderful company. I love them. I had heavy metal toxicity, so this was something really, really important that I really had to find out. Okay, what metals are in my makeup? I lost half of my hair. I mean, it was horrible getting rid of those toxic metals. So it's something that I'm really passionate about, making sure that you're wearing a makeup that has that dedicated metal testing policy. Or try Beauty Counter, see if you like it. It's very high performing, great stuff, and it's safe. So that's, the message that I'm hoping to really spread in 2018. But that's the long answer to your question.
I love it. I absolutely love that. And you know what I love is that you're giving this great solution that anybody can, if almost everybody has cell phones these days, but anybody can download that app and it's for free. And so then you just scan it and find out, is this okay or not? I mean, that's great.
Yep.
And then that added layer of, you can call the company and ask them, what is your policy around this heavy metal toxicity? So I love that. That's a very easy solution. And it is true. I actually was interviewing another gal, Erin, from Erin's Faces, and she talks about how much lipstick we actually ingest per year. And it's frightening. It is really frightening. Like, we really, that consciousness, And I love what you were talking about too, you know, how it ends up changing all these things that you think are completely unrelated to your makeup, but in fact, or your skincare, but in fact it's not unrelated. And I would even go so far as to say that's why I have conscious beauty secrets, because it's not just about what we're putting on, but also what are we putting on that affects the environment around us and the supply chain of that company. I mean, we could dive deep.
No, definitely. I mean, that's part of why I'm so passionate about Beauty Counter, because they have people working on the Hill. It's a triple B, B Corp. It's a certified triple B Corp. So it's people, planet, profit, you know, and they go out and they do good work. They care about where their packaging comes from. They care about the metals and the makeup. They can, you know, it's a very, like you said, everybody matters to that company. And so there's lots of companies like that out there. I just know of Beauty Counter. I mean, and that's why I say, ask your producer of the makeup. If you're like, you know what, I love this company and I'm sure they're great, just ask, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And what I also love is that, you know, in the title of your company, it's Real Nutritious Living. And so just like with makeup, okay, so we do what we can where we can. Maybe you just replace one thing at a time, or you replace the thing that you use the most until your whole you know, bathroom counter is clean. You know, I mean, I get that it sometimes takes some time to shift that up. And you know, the other thing I'm curious to know is, well, there's a lot I'm curious to know, but I'm curious to know if you, with the people that you work with over the years and now, if there was something that you would say is easily accessible at everyone's fingertips right now that we could use to lift ourselves up or have that feeling of looking better, feeling better inside out, what would you say that is?
Yeah, it's hard for me to not like want to say all the things. I mean, we talked about the Healthy Living app. That's a really cool tool. I think, you know, hydration, when we are talking about skin, is just everything. And I do believe, as much as I love safe products, I still think great skin comes from within. So I think we have to make sure that we're hydrating and that we're having a nutrient dense diet. And I think that more and more people are learning about this and gaining accessibility to it. So most of us can go out and buy the things for a green smoothie or something like that and make sure we're having, even if it's just a nutrient dense smoothie every single day and drinking our water, your skin's going to definitely improve from that, just that one practice. So kind of like a very simple answer. But you know, if you're not familiar with proper hydration, it's a liter, so about 33 ounces per 50 pounds of body weight. So if you weigh 150 pounds, you're going to do, you know, about 3 liters a day, about 100 ounces. So make sure your hydration's on point. I mean, that's just something too that fatigue masquerades. Dehydration can really masquerade as fatigue. So it can just affect so many different areas. And then so many people with digestive issues, sometimes it just even starts with that hydration. So, I mean, it's the most simple, basic, foundational tool that we have in our toolbox. And then if you have that on point, you know, make a healthy green smoothie every day with greens, carrots, berries, chia seeds, you know, all the good stuff, maybe some collagen, blend it all up, get that big nutrient dense superfood smoothie in first thing in the morning so that you're just setting up your perfect metabolic profile for the entire day. You know, have some healthy fat and protein in there. So like I said, the chia seeds, collagen, maybe a little bit of almond butter. You know, you can make that vegan, paleo, gluten-free, that can be safe across the board no matter what diet you're eating, and your skin's going to respond really well and you're going to feel better.
So awesome. I love that. Hydration, use our app, set ourselves up in the morning with a really nutrient dense smoothie. One of the things that you said that maybe not everybody understands is collagen. Is that a supplement or is that?
Yeah, collagen is really a very cool kind of food. Collagen, I essentially, okay. I'm not a big like protein powder person. I think they're pretty denatured and processed. I'm sure there's some good ones out there. I'm just not familiar. You know, I've looked and looked and looked high and low, and I've never found one that's really clean and doesn't taste like pure dirt. But collagen is really cool because it can help boost our protein intake in a smoothie or something like that. But what's really cool about collagen is it's this superfood for beauty. So it's kind of like drinking your Botox. It does those same things. We have collagen in our skin, right? Most of us have heard of that. This is going in and helping with that. It's helping with our hair, have beautiful, luxurious, strong hair, shiny hair, skin and nails. It's just like a superfood for your whole body. And it really is. It's like Botox in a drink. So instead of getting Botox, drink some collagen. Alternatively, you can drink bone broth. It's the same thing. When you make bone broth, they actually draw collagen essentially out and minerals out of the bones. And it's the same thing, but some of us are kind of busy and we don't always have time to make or drink bone broth, or maybe we don't like it. So you can get some collagen, just make sure it's grass-fed is what you're looking for when you buy collagen. You don't want to just buy any kind out there because it could be kind of yucky, but you want to make sure, look for grass-fed, organic. There's a few good companies, Vital Proteins, Perfect Supplements. I think Great Lakes still makes a good one. And just add some to your smoothie and see what it does for your skin. It'll be very surprising. Like those fine lines and wrinkles start to kind of go away. Your skin's glowing. You'll notice if your nails, like if you've been having issues getting your nails to grow, all of a sudden they're long, they're strong. So give it a shot if you haven't tried it.
I love that. I actually have a collagen supplement, but it's not what you're talking about. So I'm going to go and get another one and pop it in my smoothie. So what I love that you've created for our listeners is, if people are wondering what is a nutrient-dense smoothie and how can I get one that tastes good, is that you have this amazing free gift for our viewers. It's really awesome. I can't wait to download this. Do you want to talk about that, or shall I?
Love to. I blog over at Real Nutritious Living, and basically I created kind of a healthy, like a jumpstart your health ebook essentially. And it just has recipes. It breaks down, so it has recipes for breakfast, lunch, dinner, beverages, healthy condiments, snacks, drinks, that kind of thing. So tons of recipes, but it also just kind of has how to start your day, what supplements to take. If you're interested in collagen, you'll see links for collagen in there. How do I find safe meat? It's just this sort of jump start your health. And what's cool about it is all that good nutrition is going to feed your skin. It's going to feed you're going to feel really good. Your skin's going to look really good. And then there's also a printable snack list that you can download. So it's kind of fun. You can download that and you can print it and stick it on your fridge, because snacks are hard. I realized when I made that list, I made it because snacks are hard and they're boring. Like I'm always looking for new, fun inspiration for snacks. And so I thought, if I'm looking for that inspiration, there's probably other people who are too. So I decided, so that's all at the website. And you know what? There's something else I didn't tell you that I was going to offer, but I hope it's okay.
Yeah.
Somebody is like looking to clean up their makeup, or kind of, I don't know what's right for me. I would love to offer people a free skin consultation with me. All they have to do is email me and just say, hey, look, I listened to the summit. I'd love to just hop on the phone with you. It's a no obligation. We'll just jump on the phone for like 20 minutes, talk about your skin, and, narrow down what would be right for you. So let's just throw that as a last minute fun little goodie for everybody if they're interested.
I'm so excited about that. Thank you so much. That's an amazing, amazing gift for our viewers. I'm so excited about that.
Yay, I love giving gifts. Sorry to throw that at you. I was like, I didn't tell you that, but we've just had so much fun. I feel like it might be something that it's a lot to cover in a few minutes. And so if someone's like, I want to talk to Melissa a little more, I just want to give them that opportunity to do so.
That is so fabulous. I think I have a girl crush.
I love it.
So you have been a wealth of information, a wealth of resources, and I am so grateful that you came onto the show and shared your amazing, brilliant knowledge with us. I really appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate being here, and I appreciate everybody who took the time to listen, and it's just awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, viewers. So if you want more of Melissa, you can find her at Real Nutritious Living, and then you can email her for that free skin consultation. Download her awesome ebook. Get your printable snacks. Get your recipes, your how-to recipes. Amazing gifts, viewers. So I hope that you enjoy all of that, and I'll see you on our next episode. Thanks. Bye.